He's even slower than he used to be.
We all know that Joe is slow. But this delay is a bit too much and a bit too deliberate. And it will cost Joe Biden and the Democrats millions of dollars. Millions will be lost in a phone call that was never made. Because you see, Joe Biden is yet to call Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Israel is miffed. And now, the Jewish lobby has every reason to dump the Democrats. Hi, and welcome to TFI Global, the foreign affairs and geopolitical analysis arm of the TFI Media Group. I am your host, Shubhangi. And in this video, we shall talk about Joe Biden's way of insulting Israel and the repercussions of this disastrous policy. The President of the United States of America, Joe Biden, has a weird, imprudent foreign policy. The US President is treating allies like foes and foes like allies. He is embracing Washington's biggest enemy, Chinese President Xi Jinping. Biden, in fact, had a telephonic conversation with Xi. Yet, he is not ready to embrace the most important US ally, Israel. Biden is, in fact, yet to call Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. We know that Joe is slow, but this time his sluggishness is going to prove way too costly as Jews feel insulted over how he is snubbing the Israeli Prime Minister. There is unprecedented anger amongst the Jews as they seek answers as to why Biden is publicly insulting Netanyahu. And the repercussions of Biden's sluggishness in calling the Israeli Prime Minister can go far beyond mere geopolitics. The way Biden is treating Israel, Democrats might as well have to kiss goodbye to the powerful Jewish lobby which showers hefty funds during election campaigns in America. A former Israeli ambassador to the United States, Danny Danon, took to Twitter and hit out at Joe Biden. Miffed at Biden's nonchalance towards Israel, Danon tweeted, "Joe Biden, you have called world leaders from Canada, Mexico, UK, India, France, Germany, Japan, Australia, South Korea, Russia. Might it now be time to call the leader of Israel, the closest ally of the US?" And then he laid down the Prime Minister's number. Clearly, Israelis have many questions to ask. They are wondering why the US President is playing with their sentiments and giving stepmotherly treatment to Israel. Biden and the Democrats have their own reasons for antagonizing Israel that principally emanate out of vote bank politics. But this is eventually going to cripple them. The fact remains that the role of the pro-Israel Jewish lobby in American politics and elections is very much unparalleled. We are not even exaggerating. As per a report by The Guardian, the pro-Israel lobbyists and donors spent over $22 million on lobbying and campaign distributions during the 2018 poll cycle in the US. The Jewish-Israeli lobby also spent hundreds of millions of dollars in the past few decades into American politics and elections. The thing about the Jewish lobby is that till now, it has been bipartisan. The Israel-aligned groups tend to spend equally on the two main American political parties, the Democrats and the Republicans. This is a part of their strategy to preserve the special US-Israel alliance. Rough equity in donations and support by the Jewish lobby makes it more of a zero-sum game between the Republicans and the Democrats. So whoever wins, wins in the American context. Yet, the consequence of accepting generous support from the pro-Israel Jewish lobby is that neither the Republicans nor the Democrats can afford to antagonize Jews who continue to share a deep bond with the Jewish state of Israel. Therefore, mostly you will notice American politicians scrambling for Jewish support. In a nutshell, it's an extremely powerful lobby. However, this is exactly where Biden has gone wrong. The 78-year-old Democrat is raising eyebrows by not calling Netanyahu, which is making Israel unhappy and Jews angry. Eventually, they will be convinced that in the present era, only Trump and the Republicans are their friends, and therefore, the Jewish lobby would be tilted to turn partisan and withdraw much of its support to the Democrats. Kamala Harris, the Vice President of the United States, was expected to play the role of a pro-Israel leader within the Biden administration. Harris is married to a Jew, and she also claims to hold a favorable viewpoint of Israel. As such, the US Vice President was supposed to make up for the Israel hatred that rules the roost within the Democrats nowadays, with the rise of individuals like Ilhan Omar and Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Yet, it seems that Kamala's inclusion in the Biden administration has not paved the way for a pro-Israel foreign policy. Going ahead, the Jews will realize that Trump is their only friend. It is only Trump who will get things like peace deals dubbed Abraham Accords brokered between Israel and Arab nations. With this, Democrats can bid goodbye to millions of dollars in support from the Jewish lobby, and this is the cost of one phone call that Biden refuses to make.